in this country and how people are suffering is critical. It must be addressed, and I don't want to be distracted at this time with that, but to hold it very, very tight, to call to the government to say, listen, the people need the money, they must get the money, and when they should get the monies now.
But would you join the cause for Azuddin Mohamed?
I said I will not comment on that. I will not comment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay. All right, so the protest gathering has now crossed over to the office of the president, where they are now heading over. So we'll continue to follow this. We are now heading over to the office of the president, where the protest is now. No, you gotta wait till he stops. You are getting that done on this road? Officer, can you stop for us? Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
officer.
This will be easier. And easy. Yes.
I have backup security. I have no comments to this time.
So, yeah, we're over. It's a quick passport. All right, so we're now headed over to just opposite the president in front of Castellani House, where the protesters come.
We want the money now.
Good morning, Mr. Todd.
We
Morning. How are
want the
you?
money
Could
now.
you give a comment on the protest here today?
All right. So you know that we have been talking about a number of things, and I think this is one of the most important points that we need to get across. We have been trying to change the terminology and the concept, and in relation to this cash grant, we see it as an entitlement. It belongs to the people, and we have been calling for there to be a cash transfer. All right. Now, there has been a complete silence in relation to what the government of Guyana had promised to the people. And we believe as we move through the communities, as we talk to people, and as we are experiencing the hardships that many Guyanese are faced with, we believe that it is time that there is a definitive date given before Christmas for there to be a cash transfer. All right? And if you notice, this is not a very narrow concept. We are taking this far past the streets. It's not a protest only for the streets. This is a concept that we will be taking into the parliament, where we are going to be asking that there be statutory timelines for cash transfers, so that the people who the money belongs to will know by law when will be the dates that they will receive that. All right? And we think to leave it to the whims and fancies of an individual, it is very much counterproductive, because at the end of the day, listen, we started by hearing at the campaign, political campaigns, that the Guyanese people were told, if you behave yourself, you're going to get this money. Then we move to another function where it became a joke. People are talking about, telling people about production, calling the word production, and then they said, no, let's talk about cash grant. And then it's a big laugh. This thing is a joke. And we are here to demonstrate that the people of Guyana, especially the people who needs and are depending on this money more, must be able to have it. And so that is why we are here. That is why many of us have put our pens down. I have taken my suit off, my tie off, and if I have to be with the people so that we can demonstrate a very worthwhile cause, that there needs to be a definitive date set and given to the people of Guyana before Christmas as to their cash transfers. That's all we're saying.
All right, Mr. Todd, and also you were saying this is in line with you calling for a yearly
Yes,
transfer,
yes,
correct?
yes. This is also going to form part of what we are going to be advocating for in the parliament. We are going to be advocating that there is statutory timelines been set in relation to when cash transfers will be done. So the Guyanese can open up a piece of legislation and they can read. They don't have to think and anticipate. I wonder if I have been well behaved this month or this quarter or this year, and I will get this cash grant. And what we are doing as well, and I think it's important to say, we are trying to change the psychological thinking of Guyanese. This cash transfer belongs to you. The government have been employed by you. And you cannot employ the government to manage this country and then they tell you when you're going to get your money. That the entire concept seems to be turned upside down. And there is time. This is how we advocate for change. We advocate for change by demonstrating first that people need to be educated. And that is what we're doing. This is an education process. This is a demonstration of taking a stance. So a number of lessons can be taken here. But more importantly, many of the public servants who are in their offices and cannot come out here for fear of losing their jobs, we have you. You have registered your concern. You have registered your voices. And we have heard you. And we are here to demonstrate that we will continue to represent that you be given respect. This here is about respect. Respect for the Guyanese people. Not for you to think whenever you twist a crystal ball, you are going to say, look at all the various fancy activities this year. That is already. People are hosting galas. People are spending for parties. But many people are not thinking of those who cannot afford, who remains in their home, single mothers who are crying, single mothers who are thinking, how am I going to provide for these children? And we fail to recognize that we have a country in which the unemployment rate still is high. So while you may think that somebody else has a brace which can brace them throughout the season, there are persons who are unemployed. And this cash transfer is their only hope of buying food to put on the table. And we cannot take that for granted. All right? We cannot.
Mr. Todd, we know that out here they're calling for 150, but do you believe that this is a feasible amount, and will it be on this what you're looking?
Well, I believe we have taken a position to call for no less than. All right? We will be very much appreciative if it can be more, if it can be 200, if it can be 250. But we are saying we have taken a baseline to say it should not be less. The last cash transfer was in the form of $100,000. We believe that there can be an increase of that, and that is what we have called for. So don't hold it to say that if the government, from looking at their numbers, sees it feasible that the Guyanese people receive cash transfer more than 150, then they should not stop at 150. All right, but this is a baseline for them to know where we stand. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Keep your promise.
So we're here as the protest continues just outside the office of the president. The protesters are across the way, shouting and chanting, we want the cash grant. Promise is a promise.
A promise is a promise. Keep your promise. How much you want? How much you need?
Production, by 1.5 million barrels per day. So the money is available. And what we said is that we expect a minimum of $150,000, which if you multiply that by 600,000 people, which is based on the amount of people they used for the 100,000 cash grant last year, that's going to give us 90 billion. Now, if they want to give it to 200, which we will welcome, 200,000 is even better. That is 120 billion. The mathematical calculation and all the other ramifications surrounding it has to be done by the technical people at the Ministry of Finance, where they have all the data as for direct. All that we have are what is presented to us. And based on what was presented to us in the mid-year report of the Ministry of Finance, based on what was presented to us in the media that you have circulated, and based on our own knowledge of the oil production and so on, we believe that a minimum of 150,000 is what is feasible right now. The government can tell us no, 200,000 is feasible or 300,000 is feasible, and we will say yay, but they cannot tell us that anything below 150,000, because we know based on the limited information we have that 150,000 is right now feasible, and more can come based on their calculation.
How long do you plan to carry on these protest actions?
We are expected to do this Mondays. The Mondays leading up until hopefully they budge. If they don't budge, then the Guyanese people will have to judge them for their action. But this was initiated on the request of the ordinary people, and we have honored that request.
I was actually coming to the president.
So I'm here to represent the Guyanese people. That camera's rolling. I came out here today because while I would have listened to the president's most recent comment that there's a lot that he needs to do for all of Guyana, I support that. What I don't support is a commitment that was made that as of now we're not certain will be fulfilled. I don't believe in cash grants. I believe that Guyana needs, because the money that we're going to be using for cash grant should have been used for infrastructure. And let the infrastructure be able to be structured in such a manner that all of Guyana can benefit. The billions is going to be spent for a cash grant should be billions that should be spent for the schools, the roads, the hospitals, the clinics, because at the end of the cash grant, what do we have to show? But if we're able to uplift Guyana with that same money, then obviously the same people that are crying for the cash grant today will benefit from it. This is why BPAC would have called for a shift in the procurement law. Why did I say that? If we're going to rebuild these schools, these houses, and whatever it is in these communities from a government standpoint, a position, then let us use $1 billion school. A part of that should go to the locals, where this small man, as we call it, should be able to benefit. Because if you have a $300 million school being done in Georgetown and Sophia can benefit, then the people in Sophia will have money trickling around in their communities. So, no, I don't support no economy that relies totally on cash grant. So I understand that, but it's important if you promise that, and if it's a campaign promise, then obviously I'm going to call on the government to hold themselves accountable to the promise that they made. But no economy and no country should sit there and feel we want a government that's only going to be handing out cash grants a year. Guyana is too far behind for us to be using billions of dollars to just hand to household that's going to disappear in what, 2 weeks? So my position today is to encourage the government. If you promise the people, you have to hold, live up to your promise. But at the end of the day, find a way to use this money where it is more equitable distribution. I come from a position of someone who is discriminated myself, who has suffered under a system where only some benefit and some don't. So I'm calling on the government today to hold to their promise, but at the end of the day, find a way to live up to an economy where every Guyanese will benefit from the infrastructure. Because if the infrastructure supports everyone, then we will have a need for cash grant. That's my position.
Mr. Best, you said you don't support cash transfer, but you're here on a picket line protesting
I
for
said
cash transfer.
I am here because it was promised. The people didn't promise themselves. The government promised the people the cash. So if you promise it, obviously they're expecting it.
How much do you think?
And hold on. If the P.P.P call, I am not here today because I knew call a protest. Let me make this clear. I am here today because a protest was called that would benefit Guyanese. If the P.P.P call a protest tomorrow, and I think it's of the interest of the people, I will stand here with them. If I have to put on a red shirt, if they call a protest tomorrow to redo the oil contract, I'll stand with the P.P.P. If they call a protest to redo the tax giveaway holidays that we're giving to foreigners on the bauxite, gold, and all the natural resources, I will stand there with them. So I'm not here. I'm here as a statesman, not as. I pick a side. I don't have. What I want is fairness for all of them. That's why I'm standing here.
How much do you think is an appropriate amount at this time?
Well,
Since
again,
you're here on this protest line, do you
no,
support?
but
do you
again,
support the 100?
it was offered to the people.
Okay, so how much do you think is an
A
appropriate?
fair amount.
How much? How much?
Like I said, a fair amount.
Is it fair?
Because I don't know if the government has the money or they're going to borrow the money.
But you're here.
Imagine them borrowing the money. The Guyanese must understand. It's not just that they're going to be getting this money. Interest has to be paid on the money that's being borrowed.
But you're
So
here
shouldn't it go into some? I just told you why.
Yeah, but you're
Because
saying
you
that-
probably wouldn't carry my story if I would have wrote this.
No, but you're
I'm
saying
using
that
this
you don't-
opportunity to tell you. That's why I came here.
But you're saying that you don't support cash transfers, but then you're here on this picket line, and then you're saying that how
Please
you're
tell me
not
what I
sure.
said.
You're saying you're not sure how much is an
But
appropriate
you're saying
amount.
that you're here to support.
So-
Because you promised me. So can you say, Mr. Campbell said, fair amount would be 100.
Yes, I'm asking.
Some of the people.
Given the rate of the economy, 150,000.
So you support 100?
Thank you.
Pay the money now! Pay the money now!
One Guyana, pay the money now. One Guyana, pay the money now.
Pay the cost that when Sherwood.
And that is why we are going to be advocating as a parliament.
No.
We are going to be advocating that there is statutory guidelines.
Inclusive of itself, 9 individuals is taking care of the security guard salary. Now he cannot wait until next year. He needs an intervention now. 58% of Guyanese are living for less than 45,000 monthly. Oh, come on, tell me what is that? So the other issue now is during election season, politicians believe they can mount a stage, hold the microphone, and make Bible promises that they don't intend to keep, and that they will make those elaborate promises to the electorate, and they're not held accountable after they're in office. This has to come to an end. You must present to the people of this country during an election cycle a clear plan that you have for their lives and the economy. You just don't throw out promises because you want to be elected. It is irresponsible, it is dishonest. And for the president to make such a promise during the election campaign, we're holding him accountable. We're not holding him accountable because we feel that it is disrespectful to the Guyanese people, but the genuine need exists for persons in the lowest of bracket. They need the support. So my slogan is simple: pay the cash grant or admit admit the lies. If you know you cannot pay the cash grant, come to the Guyanese people and say to them, I am sorry, I hoodwinked you, I lied to you, it is dishonest of me, and I cannot pay this cash grant. You promised them it in time for Christmas. You can't give it to them on Christmas Eve. You cannot give it to them on the 20th. They need time. They need space. They need the ability to know what they're getting so they can plan for it. And so we're asking the government, we're commanding, we're demanding of the president, the finance minister, the VP, do not take the Guyanese people for granted. Pay the cash grant and pay it now.
Where do you think this money? Where do you think this money will come from?
Well, first of all,
because the parliament is not meeting now, and there isn't any budget that was passed.
Yes. So what you need to understand is that this government, for the past 30-something years that it is occupied government, has spent monies that were never budgeted. And then they went to parliament afterwards for approval for funds that they spent. So if you made that promise, if the government knew that they did not budget for this, why make the promise? Why make the promise? Parliament is not meeting, not because there's something that's happening that Parliament cannot meet. It is a deliberate effort that Parliament is not meeting. So if the government truly needs this money, $90 billion, to put $150,000 at least in the hands of 600,000 Guyanese, they can go to Parliament. You can summon the Speaker, and you can call Parliament, and we will go to approve because we have additional revenues coming. Yeah.
One cash grant to bring some help to them who are suffering right now. But you'll be part of a broader program involving social infrastructure, involving things like daycare, so our young women can have their children taken care of while they go out to work, involving stipends for young people like you if you're going on to tertiary education, involving vocational training for young people like yourself if they want to learn a trade. It is time that we sit down and have a national conversation about the cost of living. It is time we sit down and have a national conversation about poverty in this country, about the cost of living, and how we can bring help to the people suffering in the fastest growing economy in the world. So we are out here protesting because I think the government is taking the cash grant and turning it into football. They say that you, including you journalists, that you got to behave yourself. You must behave yourselves if you're going to get a cash grant. This is your money. You don't have to behave yourself to get it. It is not a football. And we need to get to the point where perhaps by legislation, we determine when the cash grant will be paid and on what basis the amount will be computed in this country. It must not be made to seem as though it's a gift from the president. This is not A.P.N.'s money. This is not JAGDEO's money. This is your money. So we want to see those changes take place. And at every point, I want to remind the people, because there's been some on social media, I saw people saying that the government promised 200,000. I don't recall the government promising 200,000. They promised 200,000 for every child, which included 100,000 transportation grant. And last year they promised 200,000 for every household. We are calling for $150,000 for every adult that means over the age of 18. 150,000 minimum. I want to emphasize for everybody watching. And as you report this news, $150,000 minimum. The government never said 200,000 per adult. So I just wanted to clarify that issue for your viewers and readers and so on.
Mr. Campbell, this is one question. You know, some persons might say that the protesting for tax grant, but there are other issues such as like domestic violence issues, the murders that are happening, and we've never seen any protests like this for that during this period. Can you speak to that?
You know, this is a new A.P.N.U team, right?
And I don't think we should be asked about what we haven't protested for before. I think people should look for what we will protest against going forward. I mean, this team has just been in place from September. But why to ask us, this is our first protest. Why to ask us why we didn't protest for 100 things before? Look for the things that we will protest for going forward. We are concerned about intimate partner or domestic violence. We are concerned about the state of our democracy. We are concerned about the cost of living. We are concerned about the way our indigenous brothers and sisters are being treated. And we will protest for all of these things. And we will represent. This is an A.P.N.U team that intends to represent and to promote unity. Because you would have seen Mr. Darwin Best here from P.P.P, and you see right next to me Mr. Mona Brooms from the ALP. And we want to put together a broader state. We want to promote a wider unity, to confront the government and to represent the people of Guyana, the suffering masses, on a number of different areas. So don't judge us by what is the first protest. Look for us representing the people of Guyana on a number of different issues. And this is just for the first protest.
No! No!
But if you stay away and hide everything, nothing is wrong. It tells you no.
So let's take a closer walk. You can see some of the placards that are being held up today. We have one here saying, "You said Christmas cash grant, we still waiting. Deliver on your promise, cash grant for 2025 Christmas."
Pay the cash grant. No. Pay the cash grant. No. No. Pay the cash grant. No. Pay the cash grant. No. 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 People crying. Poor people crying.
We have another one here. This says, "Respect the people, release the cash grant now."
Poor people crying. A promise is a promise. Keep your promise. A promise is a promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
So again, for those who are now joining us,
keep your promise. Keep your promise.
For those who are now joining us, we are outside the office of the president, where A.P.N.U and supporters are here protesting for the promised cash grant that was made by the president, A.F.C.
That we think in order of no confidence.
Keep your promise. 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 I promise you a promise.
I said, your grant and you go here.
Keep the promise.
No Christmas for we, no Christmas for them.
I'm going to go. Keep the promise. 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 Keep the
Thank you, boy. We are here outside of the office of the president, where the A.P.N.U opposition party, A.P.N.U, is having a protest in call for the president's promised cash grant. Of course, there are multiple security police officers here. Multiple police officers here monitoring the protest outside of the office of the president. The protest, which began just around 10 this morning, it's now 11:35, where the chants and calls continue for the promised cash grant made by the president. So we will continue to track this protest. For those who you are joining us, we thank you. Do stay tuned to the page for updates on this protest here today, Monday, December 8th.
we should have an age limit. You know, we should favor and set our people up for success in the future. Not from 18 years old, we try to fix the problem. No, the problem needs to be fixed at childbirth. The problem needs to be fixed before childbirth. Our people need to come out of poverty. By the end of this year, was projected that we produce almost 900,000 barrels of oil. There's more amount of oil a day than the amount of people that we have here in Guyana. And we have the resources, we have the capability, apart from the oil, we have other type of resources that will sustain this nation for centuries to come. So we're asking for the cash transfer. It does not belong to the government, it belongs to the people.
Thank you, David. Thank you. You are the youngster. This land is my land. This land is your land. This land is our land. From the quarantine, right, to the Rupununi. Well put by young David. You know, it's always good to hear from the young people, right? Don't worry, people, don't be distracted. All who jump out here, they have a time limit and be disrespectful. I don't jump at nobody. We don't get on people like to be disrespectful, but it's okay. We will deal with the strolls. We will deal. What David saying? What David said?
We got protesting the rain. No retreat, no surrender. Thunder, lightning storm, hail, snow, rain, sandstorm. Every storm we are here protesting because a promise is a promise, and we need to cash run yesterday.
Look, David not having it. How are you? How are you? David not having it. David not having it. So don't worry. I'll take it in for you, cash grant too. Make sure. Well, all in the rain, keep your promise. No retreat, no surrender. Everybody going now, they're going to Cuffy. The rain nice.
People out there.
I ain't running. Some people going. Where they going? They're going to the square. Oh, everybody like they're going over to the square. They're heading down to the square over the road. Yeah. Heading to the square. Yes. Yes, viewers. All Guyanese should be up here, people saying. Yes, so rating got nothing to do with us. Yes. People, there's a large crowd behind. Persons walking, coming because it's raining. But you know me, I'm always here for the cause. I think that this is something that I would love to see really built because it's necessary with the resources that we have, direct transfer of wealth into our people. The police ain't come and stop the police ain't coming to stop the traffic. Police calling the traffic, right? Police calling the traffic. Police not stopping the. Yes. So.
Police not cooperated.
Yes. Yes.
Don't call me!
People throwing shades at me. Conan, I'm being attacked. Right? I'm being attacked by Robin. I'm being attacked. Man, listen, my phone is waterproof. Yes. Waterproof, weatherproof, everything proof. How is everybody? David put this here. Yes. Viewers. So we come back to you live. Let me run this live and we get back to you. All right. So, ciao. Look, there's a lot of people. More people are coming down the and they share that side, and you know, a lot of people are now mobilizing. So, ciao. We're out of here. I get back to you. Okay.
Is what is feasible right now. The government can tell us no, 200,000 is feasible or 300,000 is feasible, and we say yay. But they cannot tell us that anything below 150,000, because we know, based on the limited information we have, that 150,000 is right now feasible, and more can come based on their calculation. We are expected to do this Mondays. The Mondays, we will not until hopefully they budge. If they don't budge, then the Chinese people have to judge them for their actions. But this was initiated on the request of the ordinary people, and we have honored that request.
I gotta get new clothes.
You gotta get food. That's what
I gotta get food, right? I gotta pay
This is an important exercise. We want to make sure that our people are very clear about. Guyanese, and if you notice the consistency of our party, we have been calling on the terminology to be corrected. This is not a cash grant in which people believe that it depends on the behavior of people before it be allocated. We have called for the terminology to change, and for this a demonstration of the seriousness, because this is a cash transfer. This money belongs to the people of Guyana. And because it belongs to the people of Guyana, we are very much serious in relation to how they must be treated. And this is what we're demonstrating. We're demonstrating first an exercise which demonstrates that people must be educated. We started from the campaign by hearing, "You will have a beautiful Christmas." Then that was extended to talk about people, if you behave yourself. You see, if you behave yourself, because of the mentality of the P.P.P. Then we move to another function, where some friend told you, say the word production, and then you say no. If I say cash grant, and then it became a joke. We didn't find that humorous at all. We found that offensive, because as we move through the streets, as we move through the communities, we are seeing people who are desperately in need of this cash transfer. It is not, and sometimes when we talk about the fact that cash transfers can wait whenever government decides, we are also failing to recognize that Guyana still has an alarming number of unemployment. There are still a lot of qualified people who are home, who are without jobs. There are many single parents who still have to consider how they are going to buy basic food for this holiday, for their families. And so we are here to demonstrate this activity. You're not only going to see here,
But we are going to be advocating, even at the parliamentary level, that there be statutory timelines set to cash transfers in Guyana, where people don't have to depend on whether a government assesses whether the population behave themselves or not. But by law, it will tell you that this time period, this month, this day is for cash transfers. And that is what we are going to be taking seriously for, because we believe that Guyanese people ought to be treated seriously. I want to remind us again that we all went on elections day and you selected a government which became the manager of the resources of this country, the resources which belong to you. And therefore, you cannot allow, as the owners of Guyana, you cannot allow the government or the managers who were placed in authority to treat you this way. That is what all you say. So, hold on.
One of the things I really want us to get straight is that we're here because there's a lot of Guyanese people that need this election season, politicians believe that they can use the stage The cash grant or admit the lie. Yeah, these people have put themselves in this spot. It's too much in dream. They put themselves in this spot. I lie to you. It is dishonest of me, and I cannot pay this cash.
Pay the cash grant. 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 Pay the cash grant.
The finance minister, P.P.P.
Where do you think this money is?
Well, first of all,
No, pay the cash grant. No, pay the cash grant. No, pay the cash grant.
no.
Pay the cash grant.
No.
Very well.
So, what you need to do is this government, for the past 3 years, has spent money that they never budgeted. And then they went to buy.
Very well with money. Very well with money. Very well with money. Very well with money.
The government knew they did not budget this. Why not promise? Why not promise? Parliament is not meeting not because there is something that's happening in the parliament. It is a deliberate so the government truly needs this money, 90 billion, to put $150,000 at least in the hands of 600,000 families. They can go to parliament, you can summon the speaker, and you can and we will do
Today, the Guyanese people will not accept incompetence, will not accept failed promises. Christmas is coming, poverty levels are rising, people are struggling to make ends meet. The government must use our oil wealth, which belongs to all of us, to ensure poverty comes to an end, to ensure we can live in prosperity equally across all.
the cash grant for the people over the age of 18.
150,000 minimum. I want to emphasize everybody watching.
Pay the cash grant. Pay the cash grant.
$150,000 minimum. The government never said 200,000 per dollar. So I just wanted to clarify that issue for your viewers and readers.
Mr. Campbell, this is one question. First, in favor of the approval but there are other issues such as domestic violence issues, the border confidence, and we have never seen any protests like this during this period. Could you speak to that?
You know, this is a new A.P.N.U team, right? And I don't think we should be asking what we haven't protested for before. I think people should look for what we will protest against going forward. I mean, this team has just been in place from September. But why to ask us, this is our first protest, why to ask us why we didn't protest for 100 things before? Look for the things that we protest for going forward. We are concerned about the intimate partner of domestic violence. We are concerned about the state of our democracy. We are concerned about the cost of living. We are concerned about the way our indigenous brothers and sisters are being treated. And we will protest for all of these things. And we will represent. This is an A.P.N.U team that intends to represent and to promote unity. because you have seen Mr. Darwin Nese and then you see right next to me, Mr. Mona Brooms from the ALP. And we want to put together a broad, we want to promote a wider front government that represent the people of Guyana, the suffering masses, on a number of different areas. So don't judge us by what is the first thing. Look for us, represent and a number of different issues. And this is just for the future.
No. Nothing is wrong. It tells you look yourself in the mirror. No.
No, we gotta get everybody out. People got some no feelings. People got to come out. Everybody, if they don't get some matter, don't get some matter while I'm on it.
That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, I come out and join to this.
Yeah, next time, now we fighting for you.
Yes. We are rising up this day on the spot of A.P.N.U and we stand in support of this protest because the word is the word and the word was given. And because we stand with that word, we're saying either deal with the word or get out of office. The P.P.P government is illegitimate right now.
I promise.
We don't have a parliament. We don't have an opposition. We don't have a legitimate government. It's time that we think in order of a no confidence motion for this government because the campaign promise was that you'll give us the money. Now the money is needed and there's no money. So we're saying if you can't keep your word, go! Go your Rasta say fire! Promise is a promise. And only fools and lovers are fooled by promises. And we say to the P.P.P government right now, if you don't keep the promise, you have a revolution in your hands. Ja! Rastafari! Ja!
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. I was telling Manish to keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Keep your promise. I promise you, I promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. What? Keep your promise.
We gonna bring out the sun.
promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Keep your promise. I promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. I promise. I promise. Keep your promise. I promise. Keep your 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 promise. I promise you a promise. Keep your promise. I promise you a promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. I promise you a promise. I promise you a promise. Keep your promise.
Things like the cash grant and to make it seem as though it's your personal money, as though we're begging them for this money. The money is not A.P.N.U, JAGDEO or A.F.C money. The money is the people money. They don't have to do it themselves to get it. It's their money and they need it now.
I promise you a promise.
Keep your promise. People are already suffering long before Christmas. They need this money. They need it.
Everyone we money. Everyone we money. Everyone we money.
50,000 minimum. The government said 200,000 per household last year. They are asking for 150,000 minimum for every adult. So if you got 2 adults,
pay the cash grant. Pay the cash grant.
Pay the cash grant.
Pay the cash grant. Pay the cash grant.
200,000 for every child, which included 100,000 transportation grant. But he never said 200,000 per household per adult. They're saying 150,000 minimum per adult. They can take it higher, they have the money, and you can start stealing the money.
Pay the cash grant.
Pay the cash grant. No!
Pay the cash grant. 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 No! The principal. Pay the cash grant. No. Cash grant. No. Pay the 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 cash grant. No.
No.
You're good.
No. No. No.
Some of y'all.
By the court right now, seemingly.
Huh?
Seemingly they're at the court. You can't remember Mohamed had court today, so probably they lending their energies to, you know.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but then they should come out after the court.
Yeah.
If they can.
They should.
All them people from London should have come down today.
They should.
They should.
But I guess it's going to be one day protesting. They got to come with some more.
Mm-hmm. It can't be a one-day thing for something like this.
It can't be a one-day thing. So hopefully I see Mohamed and all his people out there and the other parties too. Everybody got to come out.
Yeah.
Because it's for everybody.
Exactly. Powerful point.
That's my take on it. Thank you.
All right. You have a great rest of the day.
And
Thanks
you're
for calling.
absolutely right, because remember, you can't get a cash grant without going into parliament, and you need to elect the leader.
Right. So all of them must be making keeping away from putting in the leader because they don't want to give this cash grant. But you see how that president lies to the nation. It's not even a year. It's not even 6 months. Come on, how you could stand up and holler down like that? Say and give this money and y'all gonna have a happy Christmas. So then when you don't give it to me, no happy Christmas?
It's disrespect because he's playing in your face.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
And then the followers for them, all of them will put in comments that Guyanese people like depend on the government. Their pockets full.
Mm-hmm.
They got it. So they ain't got to depend. They have it. Because when you look at the tourism, when you go to them tourist sites, It's only Indian people you see in there with the children. Because black people can't afford to go and entertain the children out in them places. It's only Indians got the money to go out there.
So sad reality.
And that's the truth.
Where they're
Go to the wall. Go see wall. Go all them malls and see how much black people see. I say black people don't go, but how much? You got the few? So they need to give me cash grant, so we didn't need to give me.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling
in.
Yeah, bye.
And we want to also thank everyone that's tuned in with us right now. We want to thank Evelyn. We want to thank P.A.
Kwesi is saying every Monday, starting from today, Monday the 8th of December. Powerful point. And let's see if this will actually be a thing where, you know, persons will come out and stand in solidarity, because there's a number of other issues that should be addressed as well. I'm not saying that we're taking away any energy from what's going on right now with the cash grant, but I know if there is a gathering every Monday, then definitely the right thinking patriots that are a part of those gatherings will come up with a protocol to address a number of things that's going on within our beautiful nation. All right. PA is saying Guyanese in the greetings.
Hi, good morning. I'm watching this potential going on. I'm looking out for all the opposition. The mantle, the win. There's a time everybody should put a difference. And if the federal representing the people should all be out there.
Yeah.
Everyone should be out there. Because you,
but
like you said,
who don't like who or don't like who. If they are claiming the as the people, well, y'all is not out there. In the Mohamed had court, the other people there should be out there. It's the ability division is in Guyana. You see it, but it did over here. Then we watch and see. Because instead of bringing the people together, we can dividing the people.
Definitely.
Then we watch and see what's going on. Because this is not nice. This is not nice for a small country. We don't have so much people. It's so divided.
Less than 1 million.
It is so divided. The rich get the richer, the poor get the poorer. Those will go on with our rich economy, which Ali always boasted. What is boasting about?
Plus, persons went back to Parliament for extra funding for similar reasons that persons are out on the street protesting right now. That's the thing. So we want to know what's going on with all of that extra funding, or is it for certain persons and certain situations? Because up to now, the teachers are still not being granted things that they were out protesting for. So what's really going on in Guyana, you know, is rough.
Yes, that's what instead of protest, shut the country down.
Yeah, because
just so you making the Ghanaians a laughing stock. Well, the people should make you a laughing stock now. For those not obvious.
Yeah, you're talking about
the country down.
You're talking about wealth that is being divided amongst less than 1 million people.
Yes.
And they
this is embarrassing, brother.
Yeah, and they gotta protest for less than $1,000 in social benefits. That's sad.
150,000.
Yeah, that's like 750, right?
Yeah, this embarrassment. But my problem is the wind. The wind going all over caste corruption. This establish a caste corruption out there for testing.
Yeah, because
you ain't got to be body.
Correct.
But when it comes to politics, where do you under what umbrella? You're fighting for the people. Everybody should be under umbrella.
Unified opposition.
Yes, man.
This is what Guyana calling for before the elections.
Yeah, man. Lord Jesus, we got to pray. The people that walk over on the street, they need to work there over for the people come as one now. Thank you very much. Continue doing the work and bringing the show so that people see what's going on with the country all rich. It's rich in America right now.
Yeah.
God bless.
Thanks for calling
Thanks
in.
for calling in. International connections, right? Persons are able to see
And
all over the globe what is going on in our beautiful nation, right? And Mohamed is saying, seriously, that's all we gather for such a protest in a national, it's a national matter that will benefit all Guyanese of any color or party. OMG. Well, we're gonna see how this thing will proceed, how large the gathering will be, and how Guyanese are gonna treat the fact that we're living in one of the wealthiest nations in the world. You can't let people hoodwink you, gaslight you, and then in couple morning if you ain't get children yet, or if you don't experience what's going on in the international spectrum, you yourself is gonna say, bye, I gotta see what I could do for migrate and go here or there. When Guyana is one of the beautiful parts of the world that a lot of persons are gonna come to, and you yourself, that is a citizen of that nation, one of the wealthiest nations in the world, you should be reaping the benefits that's coming in, because guess what? People are exporting the wealth and they're reaping the benefits where they are originally from. You could guarantee that. Guarantee it, because large companies like the one that is reaping the majority of Guyana's natural resource, when we're talking about we referencing oil, guess where? They got to make sure that everything is correct with them. And their nation is benefiting what's going on with the most important resource in that nation that we love, the nation that most of us got an allegiance and a connection to because we were born there. What's going on in Guyana? Regular persons are on the street right now, Simon. We need what was promised to us, even though it's a small amount. At least let we know what's going on now. At least we got something that we could use as collateral so we could move ourselves into a position of having capital so we could kind of, make some type of better situation for ourselves and our family. Persons are on the street and they're protesting. Let's hear some more from our brothers and sisters right now.
Same ones are playing that disrespectful. Beautiful Christmas.
You gotta behave.
Falling for the top line of this promise to guide you.
How much you have?
Give the Guyanese people the cash grant, so we have a lot of people struggling right now.
How you doing? I promise you, promise.
Just pure managers of the country resources. My yard resources. This land is my land. This land is your land.
Tracy is saying every party should be outside protesting for the change and development of Guyana. This is a time for unity. It is. We all need to come together. Because remember, it's not just the cash grant. After you get a cash grant, then what else? There's so many other things you need to discuss. Evelyn is saying, what promise? This is joke again. Maybe if we had representation in the parliament to address these issues and others. See, same thing Evelyn and Tracy saying, we need to come together and have unity.
Everybody, young people,
keep your promise.
have an age limit.
Keep your promise. 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 Keep your promise.
Yes, friends, we're out there in front of the president and George
promise.
We're very concerned about the promises that was made by the president to the nation of Guyana during the campaign period.
Keep your promise.
He would have indicated, in particular, in his campaign trail, that the Guyanese people would enjoy a beautiful Christmas. Thus far, he's made the promise into a mockery because his own people, the people that have voted for the P.P.P, they are very disheartened.
Very disheartened. Hysen, welcome in to the live. Thanks for being a part of this live presentation. Hysen is one of our loyal channel members, and she's saying this: I think it will take everyone to stand up and support in order to get the results. They need to stop the division. United we stand, and divided we fall. United, they get the cash grant, and divided,
you have nothing to get.
You have nothing to get. And there's better things to do if you behave yourself, no stone unturned, and we could go down the whole list of things where persons will just say it because they know that without unity, you can't progress with nothing as it relates to being in opposition, right?
Greetings.
Blessed, get up on it early.
Yeah, what's going on, King?
Yeah, man. Good morning to you. Yeah, remember this is what I was talking about last night. Yeah. This is supposed to take place when they had a big lighting. Shut it down. Protest. Don't show up for enjoy. This should have happened Friday night. You see when they had that story George Floyd.
Yeah.
In America, you see when people come out nighttime, most and Europe, the whole country.
Yeah.
It's like nighttime. When they had the big thing, we all enough them going, we get this. Just come out.
Talking about Christmas on Main Street? The tree lighting on Main Street you're talking about?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they should have this protest it and shut it down. Those days you can't celebrate with these people that have the pocket full. The president dancing up in all y'all face and y'all there dancing with Tito. You're encouraging slackness. But then today you come out. Yeah, it's right you come out today, but the best time was Friday night. Then shut it down. Protest the whole thing. Shut down the whole thing, bro. Make the life uncomfortable.
Yeah, cognitive
but
dissonance.
It's fun, then they take fun first and seriousness after. They get it backward. Idea listening.
Powerful point. Powerful point. Thanks for calling, King.
Yeah, because there will be diplomats there, all eyes on the Christmas tree lighting on Main Street.
So that would have been a perfect time. And this is still right on time because at any time when persons are coming out and letting their voices be heard and definitely letting the world understand what's going on with the regular everyday person in one of the wealthiest nations in the world, Team Delta. If you haven't taken a couple of seconds already, thumbs up this live so that it will go all over where it needs to be. Share it so that persons will be able to see it all over in every algorithm. This is what's going on in our beautiful nation right now.
Especially in Region 6. You know, there are lots of people all over Region 6 that were fooled by the P.P.P. It's now saying that they expected to receive their cash grant for the Christmas season. And now they felt denied by the government of Guyana to receive that. They found that they're so unfair,
Our very insightful moderator, P. Alicock, is saying this: to not give the 200,000 to the people as announced by the president is diabolical, right? A callous trick to get the votes to stay in office. The P.P.P. seem to love torturing the nation for their pleasure. Or is it that they understand energy work? I can put this little piece in PA because as I'm reading this is what I'm analyzing. Is it that they understand energy work and this is just another form of energy harvesting? Check your calendar and see what's going on in any religion as it relates to these days. Yesterday, today, and the day after. Check it for yourself. Check it for yourself, and you're going to understand what's going on. Energy harvesting. Check it out. Check the dates and see what is the significance in the Christian calendar. What is the significance of these days, yesterday, today, and the day after, on any one of the main religions or your religion as it relates to today, and then you're going to understand what's going on a little bit clearer, Never forget, never you forget that every country is run by persons who understand these sciences, and it's a fraternal order. Not everybody is exposed to the information, but you can learn on your own by doing your own independent studies into these things, right? Christopher is saying this: I promise that I will get a job career to take up some of the program that the government is offering to learn a trade. Powerful point. But I think it's coming across as if it is a bit of a slant to those that might be out right now protesting for something that is to, benefit all Guyanese. And who knows if some of these same persons might have already taken up the offer and, would have learned a number of trades. Does it mean that they now would no longer have that right to be out protesting about what's going on right now? Is that what you're mentioning, Chris? I don't understand exactly, but it seems as if there's what's going on right there. Quasi, what's going on? Quasi is saying it is on. It is on for the people of Guyana. Very heartbreaking.
I think it's an emoji. It is bread and cheese.
Okay. It is bread and cheese. Okay. It's an emoji. I'm trying to figure out what's being said. Big up yourself, Quasi. Insightful commentary. Pretty much they're taking everything away from the people when they put them in certain situations. PA is saying poverty levels in Guyana could be much worse if we in the diaspora were unable to render financial assistance to relatives and friends in Guyana. We send a collective millions of dollars, right? Powerful point, powerful point. And persons who are in the live right now, who can confirm the insights that PA is sharing right here. Drop a 9 in the comment section if you know about MoneyGram, RIA, Western Union. Drop a 9 in the comment section if before that you know about what's this other place that you used to send home? King Solomon, right? All of these different money transfers, put in an extra 25 on, then your boots sold and your boots coming for you. Put the money in your pocket, in your clothes while send. You understand? Who knows about it would understand exactly what PA is highlighting. Big up yourself, PA, and thanks for being so insightful in the comment section. Let's see some more of what's going on right here.
By the president, and they're calling on the government to ensure that they receive it's calling on the government. We are the voices and we are the hands and feet alive of those that cannot be here, and in particular, those that are of the public sector, people that work the 10 days, people that work and run around with the government, that is so scared because of victimization. They're so scared because their children and spouses will be victimized by the P.P.P. And therefore, those of us that are here this morning is here to let the people of Guyana know, let the government know that there are people out here that represent the masses of the population in Guyana. And we're calling on them to ensure that people get the cash grant that was promised to them by the P.P.P. government. They enjoy the life. They enjoy the life every day in luxury. The friends and families of the P.P.P. continue to receive all the contract ministers and permanent secretaries and their children and their spouses and mayors and deputy mayors and councillors and NDC chairs and NDC vice chairs that are of the P.P.P. receive contracts, huge contracts, unfinished contracts, and collecting money up front that they're enjoying their life, sporting and partying out here in Guyana. And the ordinary people of this country continue to suffer bitterly at the hands of the P.P.P. because they're just making promises, just telling people that what they will do for them, and when the time comes for them to do that, they do nothing but enjoy the life of luxury, driving around the country, using outriders and police that stops the traffic and cause us, the ordinary poor man, to get stuck up into traffic, but yet they enjoy the life. We are demanding that the P.P.P. government and finally this cabinet ensure
making the mention money transfer. You know that's part of building Guyana too. Because those are money that comes out from abroad and go back into the country.
Yeah.
To help build the country.
Yeah.
The government have nothing to do with the Guyana government, and them gotta pay that tax. All they do is do the foreign exchange, and that money there, this money could go back into the people,
Yeah.
You see? Because you pay taxes on those monies there. These are the places that have these money transfer like MoneyGram, and then they pay taxes in that country.
Yeah.
Every time you send money. You see, but the government waited bad though. They don't care about the people. That's why they say what they want to say to the Guyanese people and do what they want to do, because you see election, I keep telling these people, next election, don't take no money and put on no t-shirts. Because when you wear the shirt, you don't vote for them already. No matter if you did not vote when the election day comes. You don't already vote because you wear the shirt. That's why they could go with the narrative. They have a lot of supporters. by looking at the whoever, how many people are on the earth. So. People got to be smart and wise. So. Everything is not a dollar. Where the chicken feed done, then problem, and that is what happened. All the chicken feed done. Now who crying? I did listening.
I'm telling you, when you look at it like that, when you analyze it like that, you realize that it's a serious thing. And we were highlighting some of them details, you know. We were highlighting some of them details before the elections, the importance of persons knowing who they put in these positions of power. Because look what's going on the road right now.
People receive their cash grant for this Christmas, because we're going to continue to press the government to ensure that they fulfill their promise to the people of this country. Thank you.
Keep your promise. Where we want money? 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 Box don't want the money. Box don't want the money. Box want the money. Babu want the money. Babu want the money. Africa want the money. Kitty want the money. Kitty want the money. Box don't want the money. Box don't want the money. Some bet on the money. Some bet on the money. Lose it down on the money. Money want the money. Box want the money. Chico want the money. Abia want the money. Abia want the money. Abia want the money. No.
Right.
Let's go to the square. Let's go join the
You say okay, we come across back there.
We're gonna go to the square and come back.
Oh, yeah? Any life now.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. One of the things I really want us to get straight is that we're here because there's a lot of Guyanese people that need this intervention. This is not for the MPs. We don't have to get it. You don't have to give the MPs of the A.P.N.U the cash grant. You can strike our names off the list. We don't have to get it, but there are vulnerable groups that need it. There's single parent mothers that need it. There's a family that we visited in Linden yesterday. Their house fell down. The gentleman is a security guard. He's taking care of, inclusive of himself, 9 individuals he's taking care of on a security guard salary. Now he cannot wait until next year. He needs an intervention now. 58% of Guyanese are living for less than 45,000 monthly. Oh, come on, tell me what can that do? And so the other issue now is during election season, politicians believe that they can mount a stage, hold the microphone, and make idle promises that they don't intend to keep, and that they would make those elaborate promises to the electorate, and they're not held accountable after they're elected to office. This has to come to an end. You must present to the people of this country during an election cycle a clear plan that you have for their lives and the economy. You just don't throw out promises because you want to be elected. It is irresponsible, it is dishonest. And for the president to make such a promise during the election campaign, we're holding him accountable. We're not only holding him accountable because we feel that it is disrespectful to the Guyanese people, but the genuine need exists for persons in the lowest of bracket. They need the support. So my slogan is simple: pay the cash grant or admit the lies. If you know you cannot pay the cash grant, come to the Guyanese people and say to them, I am sorry, I hoodwinked you, I lied to you, it is dishonest of me, and I cannot pay this cash grant. You promised them it in time for Christmas. You cannot give it to them on Christmas Eve. You cannot give it to them on the 20th. They need time. They need space. They need the ability to know what they're getting so they can plan for it. And so we're asking the government, we're commanding, we're demanding of the president, the finance minister, the VP, do not take the Guyanese people for granted. Pay the cash grant and pay it now. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, if you yes, so what you need to understand is that this government, for the past 30-something years that it is occupied government, has spent monies that were never budgeted, and then they went to Parliament afterwards for approval for funds that they spent. So if you made that promise, if the government knew that they did not budget for this, why make the promise? Why make the promise? Parliament is not meeting, not because there's something that's happening that Parliament cannot meet. It is a deliberate effort that Parliament is not meeting. So if the government truly needs this money, 90 billion to put $150,000 at least in the hands of 600,000 Guyanese, they can go to Parliament. You can summon the speaker and you can call Parliament, and we will vote to approve it because we have additional revenues coming in. Yeah. Money. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. No. 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 No.
No, we want money. No.
Where are you, cash grant?
No, otherwise, Rasta said, keep your promises because your word is your bond, and from the time you can't keep your word, you gotta go. P.P.P out because they're not keeping your word. Ja Rastafari.
Keep your promise. 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 You need your cash grant.
I need my cash grant. I have things to do.
That's right.
Everything wrong.
Keep your promise. 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 A promise is a promise. A promise is a promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Pay the cash grant. We need the cash grant for the poor.
And we gotta make the line better than minimum. The government never said what the so I just want to for your viewers and
We're doing a line. Let's organize ourselves in a line. In a line, we use this line. Let us use. Hold on. Let us use this line. Let us use the line to step back and create a line all the way. Come on, guys. Let us use this line. Let us use this line. This line. No, this one. In the line. Go down. Come on. Let us. Come on, let me just step back and get the line now. No. All right, let's go. All right, it's all right, you get the crash card, Tommy.
All right. You're going wrong. So we use it. No. We are using. Come on. You want money? Every minute takes yourself and take a picture. Take for money, take a picture. Facebook picture. Picture anyhow with their money.
Yo, you got it. In order for you got to get your money.
Oh. No.
Where you want to pay the cash gun? No. When you want to pay?
No.
When you want to pay? No. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. A promise is a promise.
Keep your promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Espanol. Guyanese. A promise is a promise.
Keep your promise.
Say keep your promise.
Keep your promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Let me know walk and get inside.
You gotta get cash gun. You want cash gun? You want what? You want cash gun for buy? Nah. You need it then.
So wait, them truck that park up there, them truck park up for block off people that is passing, or so that people can realize that there's a protest going on right behind them. So they wall them off with two trucks. That's what's going on right there. How them truck just there park up? What really going on?
You need them.
Promise is a promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Listen, we outside. I'm being here because
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. No. 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 Pay the cash grant. No. Pay the cash grant. No. 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 No.
Every Santa in this country on this protest. All right? Don't let them play with us. We will bring Santa out, you know.
Yes.
You understand me? Because no Santa is self-employed, no Santa can't buy gifts.
Yes.
You understand me?
Santa
if
bro.
you look in some people are promoting activities, no Santa. Santa can't afford to come
cash
out. All right. So pay get the cash transfer now, man. Stop paying with this thing.
Yeah.
Sharif, welcome to the live and welcome to the blacklist. Because obviously you don't support, the movement of the people. You don't support and you don't stand in solidarity with what's going on right here. So then why even be in the audience? I'm just going to help you do what you want to do for yourself. Crazy is saying this is very, very embarrassing on a Christmas time. I'm telling you. Christopher is saying this. I am wrong, or I am seeing the same people that followed the false Facebook rumors that the P.P.P was giving money on Rob Street, and the same rumors that Mohamed was giving cash grant on Lambert Street. They showed up at 4 a.m. at the Mohammed's business. Point being, trying to understand, Chris, but I've seen the little sneak this you're coming with, and I gotta put you on a timeout because I don't understand exactly if you're for the people or you're for some type of ulterior thing that you got going on, some type of ulterior motive, right? This is a serious situation. Persons are not out there because they want to be out there. Persons are out there because they're forced because of the situation that keeps going on over and over again, where people keep making it out as if they are fools, right? And persons are tired of that type of political arrangement. So they're out here with their representatives, letting their voices be heard.
Yes, the Guyanese are not fools. A promise is a comfort to a fool, and Guyanese are not fools.
The government,
it's a people's struggle.
For me, there are two main issues, right? One, you cannot, during an election cycle, continue to think that Guyanese are fools, and you mount a platform and make elaborate promises in the hopes that people would believe you, vote for you, but by the time you take office, you want to back out of it. For you to say in front of fancy people, in a room full of fancy people, that the cash grant is alive, means nothing. Like we say in the ghetto, we don't want to hear Janta, I'm dead. We want to see body in a coffin. So if you're giving the cash grant, say specifically how much and what is the timeline. Not soon. Soon is not a timeline, right? You say that. So that's one issue. Secondly, we're not asking for this cash grant. The MPs of the A.P.N.U And the people of the APL, the leadership of the APL, don't need ALP, sorry, ALP, don't need the cash grant. So you could strike our names off the list. But there's a vulnerable group of individuals, like the young man in Linden, security guards, cleaners, who need this intervention now. And they have been excited about it. Their hopes have been lifted. And we believe that the government has to deliver on these promises. You cannot back out of it. I hear you. I hear you. But I know also, what I know about you too, is that if the government has to deny you of 150 and give it to the rest, you don't mind. And I don't mind. Yeah.
And I did not benefit from that
So,
because it's a lead it start from you. Let the people go for the money.
So we need this. We need this to happen.
Hey, look, put Sarah.
We need this. The principle is important. You cannot make a promise during an election campaign and believe that once you get to the seat of government, that you can continue to hoodwink the people of the country by giving them all of these spurious promises, or for lack of a better terminology, that you could say to them the cash grant is alive and well. We don't want to hear that the cash grant is alive and well. I'm not fighting for this cash grant because I need it. You can strike my name off the list. You can strike Terrence Campbell's name off the list. You can strike all the MPs off the that's right, brother. You can strike the MPs off the list if you so desire. I don't know about the other parties, but you can strike us off the list and give it to the poor people. There are people in this country that needs an intervention. I keep saying, politics have allowed me to see the extent of poverty in this country. And the IDB has said it. 58% of Guyanese live on less than $45,000 Guyana dollars per month. We went to Prosville yesterday. They pay $5 because of a lack of water coming from GWI distribution. They pay 5,000 Guyana dollars per week. Some families pay 10, some pay 15. That is 20, 40, or 60,000 per family, depending on their water usage. Now let us go to the lower end of that and assume that they spend 20,000 on water on a monthly basis. Think about it. This is just an intervention. This is not nothing that will change their lives in a significant manner for the future, but it will make an impact immediately. That security guard in Linden, whose house fell down, takes care of 6 children, his wife and her grandmother, 9 of them in a house. He's out of a job right now. He's not earning right now. He needs an intervention. $150,000 at a minimum before Christmas is the least this government can do, given the fact that the promise was made. We're gonna have a bright Christmas. That is when politicians mount the campaign podium, stage, and take that microphone, and they make claims and make promises that they don't intend to keep. It is a signal in my mind to the disregard they have for Guyanese people, that they would think that you are stupid, that they can make all sorts of promises to you and that you will not hold them accountable. We are holding this government accountable not for ourselves, but we believe that there are persons whose expectations have been lifted, who began to plan their lives around it, and they should get it. But most of all, there are people who really, really need this intervention. Prices have gone through the roof in this country. Prices have gone through the roof. This is not about who we're for or who we're against. This is about our people. The poorest of our people need support. They need the support. And the government needs to honor their promises. Do not make promises you don't intend to keep. Do not make promises you don't intend to keep.
No retreat.
The people when they're saying promises, promises, and promises to P.P.P. If you know the parable of promises is a comfort of food, they should hold the government by what they said to the people, not by promising. What they said, and they should hold them to their word. So every time you tell them promise, they sit down like, look at these fools. I think that's what they're doing. That's why they're doing nothing. You got to say, yo, you said this to me. I need you to keep your word. Your word is what holds you bound and say who you are. When you promise and you believe in promise, you're a fool. You understand? They need to stop saying this thing, promise. They need to start saying, you said it to us, and we need you to hold your word to us. Keep your word. I dare listening.
Exactly. Wander is saying, we want our money. It belongs to us, P.P.P. wicked and dreadful. I'm going to say the other part, but everybody's feeling those sentiments, right? People want the money. People have stuff to do. Y'all hear how much money is for water and all that stuff. Yes, the expenses in the country is going up. We hear a lady yesterday, Granny, saying, look how much is for a pound of beef. People want to fix the house. Everything is going on. They want their money.
No surrender.
All right, let's go out the rain. Let's go out the rain.
Masses of the population in Guyana, and we are calling on them to ensure that coming again. They enjoy the life. They enjoy the life every day in luxury. Their friends and families of the P.P.P. continue to receive all the contract ministers and permanent secretaries and their children and their spouses and mayors and deputy mayors and councillors and NDC chairs and NDC vice chairs that are of the P.P.P. receive contracts, huge contracts, unfinished contracts, and collecting money up front that they're enjoying their life, sporting and partying out here in Guyana. And the ordinary people of this country continue to suffer bitterly at the hands of the P.P.P. because they're just making promises, just telling people that what they will do for them. And when the time comes for them to do that, they do nothing but enjoy the life of luxury, driving around the country, using outriders and police that stops the traffic and cause us, the ordinary poor man, to get stuck up into traffic, but yet they enjoy the life. We are demanding that the P.P.P. government, Irfan Ali and his cabinet, ensure that the Guyanese people receive their cash grant for this Christmas, because we're going to continue to press the government to ensure that they fulfill their promise to the people of this country. Thank you.
Water? Okay. Everybody gone back to the square. Everybody gone back to the square.
A promise is a promise. A promise is a promise.
I'm not even talking about. I'm not talking about the promise. It should be mandatory every year for the citizen of this country to benefit from what we call a wealth transfer.
Study hard, work hard, play harder. Verb, nerve, and muscle power. Keep thinking and moving at any age. Verb, nerve, and muscle power. Unleash the best version of yourself with every goddess. Say goodbye to limitations and say hello to a better, stronger, healthier you.
Should not be left up to government to decide as if it is children to say if you behave yourself. So this is outside of the office of the president. There, as you can see, a lot of persons. Keep your promise. So we join in the call for the. I don't even like call it cash grant, like if you're begging government for some little handout. We must have wealth transfer. Every year, a certain amount of money must go to the citizens of this country. You know?
Keep your promise.
MP Psycho.
More energy.
MP Psycho.
More energy. Keep your promise. Keep your promise. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
David saying keep your promise.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise. No. No.
Yes, Central Road, just inside the office of the president.
You have to behave yourself to get to this year. We will have a beautiful Christmas. We will have a beautiful Christmas. Look at the smile on my face, but know that you will have an enjoyable holiday season. Brothers and sisters, trust me. And I heard P.P.P told them next year is the next grant. You have to behave yourself to get to this year. We will have a beautiful Christmas. We will have a beautiful Christmas. Look at the smile on my face, but know that you will have an enjoyable holiday season. Brothers and sisters, trust me.
Supporters, feel free to come out and join this picketing exercise. You know, Dr. Campbell, what I want to say here now.
I want to say that we're out here protesting, and first thing I want to thank you for the support from the ALP. I know that you're a woman who always says that poverty has a smell, and you're always supportive of any effort to help bring relief to the poor people of this country. The IDB has said that over 58% of Guyanese are in poverty, and over 30% are in extreme poverty. You have walked this country, Simona. I have walked this country. We see that poverty. And right now, people are suffering. Christmas time is a time when prices go up, eggs go up, basic commodities go up as demand rises. And there are many people who are living without. Many people. So this help is urgently needed. But I want to say to your viewers that we are here protesting for the cash grant, but we are also calling for the government to put in place a broader program of support for our poor to bring them out of poverty. They need support for vocational training. They need stipends when they're going to school and so on. They're young women who can't afford to go to work because they don't have daycare for their children. So we are looking to the government to bring a broader range of support for the poor people in this country. But immediately they have needs, and so we are protesting for the cash grant to bring a temporary.
But Dr. Campbell, would you agree? Because we from the LP also, we mentioned in our blueprint about a wealth transfer, that there must be something from government where every year a certain amount of wealth is given back to the people into your bank accounts and stuff like that. It must not be used as a Christmas gift or a political campaign slogan with 100,000 we saw in the last 5 years, meaning $20,000 a year in the last 5 years. There must be a defined, clear policy as to how much money and how it will be transferred to the citizens of this country.
I agree with you 100%.
Watch this, Team Delta. I want you to analyze the mindset of certain people, right? Notice that the opposition is out here, and there's a number of persons out here, a collective of people out here, and they're letting their voices be heard. They're protesting what's going on in the country, and they're saying that, listen, Guyanese should be given a certain amount that they should be able to expect and use in a way that they can generate capital for whatever reason they might want to use it for, and it should come in from the natural resource fund. Guyanese should be reaping some amount of benefits from the wealth of the nation, right? And you see how some people coming around, oh, look at this hungry belly people, right? But if and when these privileges are granted, these same people who hiding behind this foolishness what people putting in their head, or I don't know if they believe it, or because they getting their benefits in some other possible way, they too can benefit from these same things, you know. You see how this world is and how some people are just weird? You're going to see your brothers and sisters out there because of a situation that, you know, is holding them in a particular stead, right? And you're just going to come out and you're going to make these crazy statements in a life that is here advocating for persons on the ground. Big up yourself, Rahamam Rally, or Rahamamar Ali, right? I might be pronouncing your name incorrectly, but at this point, do I even care? I don't. Because I know to pronounce Indian names, and you are very disrespectful. And you're 1 minute caller, and you're about to be added. You're about to be added to the list of banners. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live. Hello? Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live. If you were trying to call and we didn't hear you clearly or you didn't get through, feel free to give us a call back. But for now, I just needed to, and let us really understand just how persons are really approaching this whole thing. It's crazy when you think about it. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Yes, only who feels that knows they care. Then what you have kind of comments, trust me, they're very full. And they're getting what they want. and they getting what they need. That's why they could speak like that. And try to embarrass Guyanese people, make them feel bad, so they're not gonna want it. But you know what?
They're embarrassing their own self because it's not nothing that you're begging for. It was owed to you. So you know.
Cut off. And then places go and check it. Cut them in places was full place. Now look how them people well. Because they get oil, they find oil just like we.
Yeah.
And they got people good. Good. You hear? They're doing good. Why we can't be like that? Eh? They give the people money every month. Why you can't get something every month? What you doing with the money? It's not your money.
The crazier thing is that some people actually got a different narrative. Like they believe that people are not supposed to get nothing. That's crazy to me.
They don't understand and they don't know. They have to go and read and research them countries will get oil-rich countries will get money and what they're doing for the people. And the thing about it too was disgusting. Everything raised high. How you will make everything raised high and you and people don't have money and things raise up. Why things raise up then?
I tell you.
It's terrible.
It's oppression.
Yeah, so then we're talking about the hungry belly. No, them belly ain't hungry. Our belly full. Okay. Be happy and be nice. Because you don't get double this. When money come out, you get your belly full already and get moved. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in and sharing those insightful commentaries. Who feels it, knows it. And that's why persons are out here advocating for the people.
Because what happens is the way the government does the cash transfer, they make it seem as though it is coming from them. It is done deliberately to make it seem as though the cash transfer is coming from them, and it is not the money of the citizens of this country. And so we support a more programmatic way of giving transfers, where people...
Yeah, they're making it seem as if it's something that people begging for, if it's coming out their pocket. You are just in the position of authority because you were elected to be there. This is not like some type of kingdom or dictatorship or no type of situation like that. So why are persons operating as such? It is really baffling. Where's the social benefits for the citizens of the country? Less than 1 million with all of that wealth and people living like that still. The first thing that should have been put in place is a social benefit system so that people could get certain grants and benefits so that they could raise their standard of living off of the resources out to the country, buddy. But guess what? They want to keep Guyana the way that it is so they could continue to get cheap labor coming out of Guyana for carrier all over different parts of the world for your looking at betterment, looking this, looking that, working and billing other parts of the world while they continue to rip the resources out of the nation because persons who are there are not comfortable, so they're leaving and they're going to deal with a population of immigrants. Y'all can't see the play. It's a population of immigrants they're looking to deal with if persons don't stand firm on certain things and find some amount of unity amongst ourselves, buddy.
So that the next time and based on why we find criteria that this will be the cash transfer that will come to them. We also need to look at perhaps means testing as part of a broader reach, because 100,000 means a lot, you know, to the very poor. It means less to the rich and the filthy rich. So I think we also need some means testing whereby those who are at the bottom of the line, those who are at the bottom of the line, crushed by poverty, that they can get something extra. But all of that should be part of a wider, it must not seem as though A.F.C. giving you the money or JAGDEO giving you the money. it must be part of a program, and the people will know when to expect it and budget from it, rather than us having to fight it here in the streets and all.
Yeah. Thank you. And you know this roadmap out of poverty, I'm happy that you mentioned collaboration. We're collaborating on it to put forward what is a decent standard of living at least, because until we identify that, then we will not be able to move the very poor from where they're at.
We really need to take a study of what the situation is in Guyana, because I have heard that in certain parts of the interior, a bottle of gas, $3,000 or some crazy number like that. So we really need a wide-ranging study, a broad study, to understand clearly what income provides a basic standard of living. And that study has got to be nationwide, because that income that will provide a basic standard living here in Georgetown is not necessarily the same income that's going to provide a basic standard living in some parts of the interior. So we need a study to address that.
I agree with that, because based on our geographics, but I'm happy also that, I mean, we have started, I know you yourself doing some work to conduct studies. We are not just out here and visiting places, but to conduct studies so that at least from this information, we ourselves will be able to furnish the IDB and UNDP with stats, right? And that is why we're doing that. The government too, and I'm calling on government in this area to look at broader collaboration. They don't have to fix it, it's clear, for poverty. Broader collaboration where all of us can sit at the table, put heads together, and ensure that poverty is something that is a pass for all Guyanese.
Absolutely should be part of a national conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, good. Yes. Much thanks. And there is it. You had Dr. Campbell. There.
No, my father's on the East Coast.
Keep your promise.
Yes.
Keep your promise. 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 The resources belong to you. Keep your promise.
What? That 2 rows. So we have 2 rows. The inner, I'm on a live, the Honorable Learned Attorney Dr. Todd.
People of Guyana didn't vote them back in. They put themselves back in power. So the people of Guyana gonna suffer. That's why they give them. They could give them the money, but they're not gonna do it. And they're gonna flaunt their money like they did on the Christmas evening, just like opening the night. launder money in front of the poor people, but the problem is, like I just said before, people think fun and then seriousness after. You have to twist it from the two back there. Alright? Right there.
Powerful point. Says either you join the team or you feel the squeeze. I'm telling you. Big up yourself, King. Insightful commentary. See, people analyzing, and sussing out what's going on. Remember, this generation has access to so much information. Way more information in comparison to persons before us who would have had to analyze the political spectrum. I want to ask everybody that's in the live right now, almost 600 people, if you haven't already taken a couple of seconds, take a couple of seconds and please ensure that you are subscribed to Delta 9 Media, because that's how you will know every time we go live or upload something that's pre-recorded right here on this channel. And there is more than 2,000 pieces, more than 2,000, and it's in playlists and everything, so that you can be updated with everything trending in Guyana and the diaspora. So hit that subscription button if you haven't already.
Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
Promise is a promise.
Keep your
We have been saying
Keep your promise.
repeatedly
Keep your promise.
that
Keep your promise.
the terminology, the concept in relation to how monies are transferred needs to be changed. And that is why, as a party, we never liked the concept cash grant, where people believe that, and as you see it, you will see the concept being defined by the P.P.P. Because the P.P.P., whether they were serious or not, made comments that if the people behave themselves, behave yourself. It's like, I'm going to give you an award if you behave yourself. Can you imagine? This country belongs to all of us, in which you are the owners of the resources in this country. You have employed managers. The government is a manager of your resources. And they are telling you, if you behave yourself, you can get your dividends.
Disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. And so what we are doing, we're showing that there must be a rethinking of that concept. We are saying clearly that we want people to understand your rights.
Yes.
And that is why we have been saying that it's not cash grant, it is cash transfers. Because it belongs to you, the people. It belongs to all of us. And this is only one of the activities which we are moving towards putting together a number of activities to ensure that this message is clear and it gets into the right hands and that decisions are made. And that is why we are going to be advocating as a parliamentary group. We are going to be advocating that there will be statutory timelines for cash transfers, so that you must open a piece of legislation and you must be able to read when, which month and which date your transfer will be in your account.
Yes.
It will not be to the whims and fancies of a government.
Yes.
And it is important that all of us take this stand.
Yes.
I call on P.P.P. supporters.
Yes.
I call on A.P.N.U. supporters. I call on WIN supporters. I call on all Guyanese.
A.L.P.
This is not a political matter.
Yes, national matter.
It's a national matter that requires statutory sanctions.
Yes.
Where people are able to receive what rightfully belongs to them in an appropriate time.
Yes.
Right through the year.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
Yes.
So don't see it as people who are making noise.
Yes.
When you think of the role people play in social justice, it is the people who must come out and advocate for a change. And it is their leaders which must see that this is what the people want, and that is how changes come.
Yes.
So this is a beginning. This number will increase.
Yes.
This protest will become larger.
Yes.
This entire country will become in greater force for this cause.
Yes.
Because we believe cash grant is important.
Yes.
We will not allow the resources of this country. When you look at to see what companies are getting, people have moved to over umpteen thousands of barrels per day. And people dying.
Not yes.
Cannot feel this. And so this is very, very important. And that's why we're
take the life.
Living God. God's a living God. Everything God. And supper is a luxury. Life is a luxury.
I give the police black card so they can get the money.
No.
Why you here?
I'm out here today, standing on
No.
promises and promises and calling all guys to join in this wealth and resources coming and we believe every year there must be a defined policy as to how much and how will wealth transfer take place. It is not to be used as a political tool. The government giving you something. And the language of the government is deliberate to impoverish and to keep it slavery in the mindset. And the president said, if you behave yourself, we will give you. This is of his personal funding he's making it sound. This is not his resources. This is not his funding. It belongs to all of us. And it must be. And I want to ask Guyanese, we must no longer allow or accept any government that they will treat us as if we are their children or puppets. But we must be firm to stand together on national policy. The wealth of this country is of national interest, and it was from national. It goes beyond any political lines, political boundaries, religious boundaries. It goes beyond that. As a nation, it is time that Guyanese, we all benefit. And we are saying to the government, it must happen. It's not by your choice. It's not if you wake up tomorrow morning. In the last 5 years, the government keep your promise. And it end up in $20,000 a year. That in itself, the government is deliberate in keeping this poverty. But we are saying enough is enough. The state and the local poverty must go from the people of this country.
On social media, we saw people saying So I just wanted to clarify that issue for your viewers.
we get behind, fraud, cluster, and very small, and the police think they're getting money, they're not getting money.
Let's see the line. Just step back.
We are walking. Step back. Using this line. Using the line.
Yes. How can you sit down and say that you care? When you look around.
Step back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Long time.
Just want to make it look a little orderly, you know? Yeah, mommy, right there. All right, so we just step out behind the line now, just for safety. Yeah. Just behind, just for safety. Right?
Your leaders are as strong as you will make them to go. But if you stay away and hide every time and say nothing is happening, it tells you you're going to look yourself in the mirror. It starts with you and it starts with me. And together, anything is possible. And that is the Guyana. A strong Guyana, a united Guyana. And Guyana where government understands when you are governing, you are serving. And people know you stand for truth. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. That's what people got to be uncomfortable. Yes, let me see what's happening here on this live. If I can speak to some of the person, I noticed Conan Marshall, how you're not here, pick it in. This is something. Rigawe, don't hide your face as a country's well. Exactly.
I promise you.
Garnish is a headmaster.
He said CashApp. He said A.F.C. said CashApp. We were doing CashApp when we were in power.
Yeah, but we still want to call fit.
But he said giving CashApp and we will have our beautiful skinny in his teeth like a hyena when he's saying it.
What is skinny in his teeth like a
hyena?
Who did that?
A.F.C.
We're going to get Santa to come out here next protest. Santa coming out.
Come out, Santa. Yeah. We bringing you. Listen, let's make it going bad. We bringing you. We got a 3-4. We're going to bring a 3-4 Santa out here. Yeah, we got to get a 3-4 Santa. I mean, Ganesh would look good. Ganesh, the next picture, we got to get a Santa. You got good size of Santa. Yeah. We got to get a Santa.
I lose the weight from now to when we...
No, you can't.
I ain't going to know exactly.
You can't. Yes, how are you? Yes. Should Dr. Campbell, we're going to need a Santa out here for next picketing. A Santa. I was telling Ganesh she got a nice size. Because all you got to understand it's Christmas time. You understand? It's Christmas time. So, yes, and we got to get it clothing for him, please. Ensure. from the parliament, right? Exactly. Tell them what we want.
Listen, we outside.
Yes.
And we're here because a promise was made, and we feel the people deserve what you said you're giving to them. And we be in office. I know about A.P.N.U, I know about ALT, I know about every other opposition. We be in office, we know the people would have gotten what they deserve. Until now, there would have been no need for a protest today. So Ali, do me a favor. Give the people their money. Because you're having a happy Christmas, let the people also have a happy Christmas.
I tell Ali back up himself.
And he got to back up himself.
It takes a Santa to come out here for him to bring out the Santa. Ali understand?
To Santa.
I don't think he understands
We've
Christmas.
been in office. I want to make
Hold on, listen to Dr. Todd. I don't think he understands Christmas. Santa, a warning.
Every Santa in this country.
Okay, good. Good.
All right?
Yes.
Don't let them play with us. We will bring Santa out to you.
Yes.
You understand me? Because no Santa itself is coming out Santa
Yep.
Claus like this.
Yes.
You understand me? If you look in some people are promoting activities, no Santa. Santa can't afford to come out.
Inga gets a drop.
All right? So pay them to transfer now, man.
Yes. 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 Mhm. Yeah. And you looking for your money? I see. Okay. I see the Christmas.
Two main issues. One, you cannot during an election cycle continue to think that these are fools and you mount a platform and make elaborate promises in the hopes that people will believe you, vote for you, but by the time you take office, you want to back out of it. For you to say in front of fancy people, in a room full of fancy people, that the cash grant is a lie means nothing. Like we say in the ghetto, we don't want to hear John down there. We want to see body and color. So if you're giving the cash grant, say specifically how much and what is the timeline. Not soon. Soon is not a timeline. Why do you say that? So that's one issue. Secondly, we're not asking for this cash grant. The MPs of the A.P.N.U and the people of the A.P.L, the leadership of the A.P.L, ALP, so no business. ALP don't need the cash grant. So you could strike our names off the list. But there's a vulnerable group of individuals, like the young man in Linden, security guards, cleaners, who need this intervention now. And they've been excited about it. Their hopes have been lifted, and we believe that the government has to deliver on these promises. You cannot back up.
MP Saiku, I need my wealth transfer. I need the money to go into my account for the wealth of this country.
But I know also, what I know about you too, is that if the government has to deny you.
Of course, I didn't get the last 100,000 because I did not believe in the principle of how they treated Guyanese, and I did not benefit from that forced money because it's a leader start from you. Let the people go for the money.
So we need,
right?
We need this.
Yes, the money. Hey, look, where's Ross? Ross up on the picketing line. Ross is my soldier. And
I heard P.P.P told them next year is the next grant. If they behave themselves, they get it this year. We will have a beautiful Christmas. We will have a beautiful Christmas. Look at the smile on my face and know that you will have an enjoyable holiday season. Brothers and sisters, trust me.
Reginald, I'm not sure if you're acquainted with the rules of this particular channel, but there's certain words that I would ask that you do not put into the comment section because it offends a large demographic of persons that are affiliated with not just the viewer, but with everything Guyanese, right? So please, we could disagree, we could agree, but we could do so respectfully. I'm trying not to have to delete your comments or ban you from the page.
Yeah, got your back. You got my back. Yeah, so we are outside the ship, cash grant. Officer gotta get cash grant too. And plus you gotta get the month money and stuff. That's right. So get the police the money. It's always just garnish, and some of you, I notice your conduct on my life. Some of y'all believe because I'm out here picketing the glasses and seeing back up y'all probably self for this life. No, I will delete and block them soonest. You know? No. Some of them gotta keep it respectful here.
The thing is, if the cash grant is to be paid, they will be the first
to run one lineup. Yeah.
Powerful point by Honorable Brooms. Beatrice is saying, good afternoon, Delta 9. I'm here on board, watching from Sutphin Boulevard, Queens, New York. Big up yourself, Beatrice. Thanks for being a part of this live presentation. International flight with all the way on Sutphin right now, right? One of the busiest part of Queens, not too far from Little Guyana, right? Big up yourself, Beatrice, every single time. PA is saying this, 200,000 Guyana dollars is equivalent to only 972 US. To some watching this podcast, it may seem like a lot when it's expressed in Guyana dollars. It's only 972 US, folks, right? And I'm happy that you clarified that for the international listening audience, PA. That's very insightful. So persons could realize that is the small amount persons are saying, listen, man, at least let me know when we're going to get this cash grant, and at least start we off with 150, which is even less than that $972 that you just put into the comment section right there. It's sad when we analyze it and realize just how brutal they're taking it to our brothers and our sisters that had to live under these circumstances and deal with this level of representation where persons can come in your face, promise you this, or forget a promise. What about you just making sure that the persons that are citizens of the country and that should be reaping the benefits from the resources do so? Why? Because they elected you for that level of representation.
People out here, people don't be.
Nobody gets off the hook because of incompetence, because of corruption. None of that. You are elected to do a job. Do that job. Make sure that you're a government for all the people. Don't depend on no one-sided affair where certain persons are benefiting and some people, they got to live with a promise and deal with situations like this.
Saying these things on my life.
A beautiful Christmas. No.
You must be here.
No. Beautiful Christmas.
Yes, the people going on. They're going on and they're going on. They're going on. Don't worry. Sorry.
You are here.
Don't worry.
A million.
Well, David, how much you want cash grant?
Well, you want to rent as far in this country because the grant, as the name suggests, is something that somebody give to you because of the kindness of the heart, because they want to give to you. But what we need is a well transfer as we're asking for, because the resources belong to the people, the government owns nothing, the country owns everything. The government are just pure managers of the country resources. My, yours, like the son says, this land is my land, this land is your land. So we're putting it to the quarantine. So all of the resources that are here available to the Guyanese people must be available to everybody, young and old. We should have an age limit. You know, we should favor and set our people up for success in the future. Not from 18 years old, we try to fix the problem. No, the problem needs to be fixed at the childbirth. The problem needs to be fixed before childbirth. Our people need to come out of poverty. By the end of this year, was projected that we produce almost 900,000 barrels of oil. There's more amount of oil a day than the amount of people that we have here in Guyana. And we have the resources, we have the capabilities, apart from the oil, we have other type of resources that will sustain this nation for centuries to come. So we're asking for the cash transfer. It does not belong to the government, it belongs to the people.
Thank you, David. Thank you. You are the youngster. This land is my land. This land is your land. This land is our land. From the quarantine, right, to the Rupununi. Well put by young David. You know, it's always good to hear from the young people, right? Don't worry, people.
How we want Spanish people them money we invest in. You thief, they killing you. You rob, they killing you. You're working hard for bill, you think half a sweat. Sit down. How can that be fair? The minister, that's not fair. The minister,
have you ever applied for land?
Yes, sir. Since 2020, but nobody haven't called us yet. They told us to go in tomorrow. We even collect the guy number that he claims that he come for bring letter, but understandable, right? I don't live here. I don't know nobody in here. Get a slip. I ain't have nobody got no letter. No call. When we come into people are fraud in the country. We never have nobody got no letter or nothing. We just pay. We get a card said the bill. We get a call now for said they're breaking up. So I come to these people. Why you gonna break me? Nobody. So you can break me now and I don't receive a letter, sir. They living comfortable. What is comfortable?
Delta 9 Media family, we're live in another part of Guyana. The P.P.P government visited Bladen Hall North properties and they're being demolished as we speak. Live here on the ground in Guyana. Let's check out what's going on.
Things that we don't want you to be updated with, that's the things that we're going to make sure we keep in the headlines so persons could understand. Even though this is the merriment season, this is a time of celebration, a time of kindness, these are the situations that persons are enduring on the ground presently. And we're updating you with all of these details right here on Delta 9 Media. Take a couple of seconds, if you have not already, ladies and gentlemen, to thumbs up the live and send it out to the widest possible audience. One love.
We don't have nowhere to go. That's our structures and it can't block it. We give you a house. Later we got to move.
They're wrong. That's how people pray. Look at the thing.
Just like that.
My name is Santa born and Godson. 35-year man who bested. 35-year there is me fake farm. And when you just Santa, come show me where is the high building, the green high building there. That building there for years ago. The building with the blue front after the bus. The high building where them alright, then come show me. Me never thought the 5 years there. When them broke down the fucking house today, where I got kill all my animals.
Me got chicken in mine, gonna break me place, and me put some chicken like that. Hundreds of thousands of dollars me got involved in me yard there. Where I gonna carry on me thing and cannot come and broke people place just like that.
So did you receive any notice recently?
No, sir. They've never bring
never.
no notice. No.
Some people are saying that they got a letter about 2 weeks ago. Did you get any of those?
No, they never give me no letter. I live in there, the pink house there. I live in there.
Okay.
I'm willing to move. I'm a single mother. I'm willing to move. Let it.
I want persons to analyze and to realize the situation on the ground is not separate in accordance with ethnicity all the time. It's all ethnicities feeling the squeeze. Unity is key for persons to step out of these types of situations, buddy. Just look at the infrastructure in the area, where the roads and all of the other development. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Major Live.
Good afternoon, you're on live today?
We're live right now, Flash. What's going on?
Nothing much. I thought I'm dreaming because I know it normally come on in the evening. But we have done for your work, man. We need more young children like you to help fight this battle. My grandmother always teach me one thing in history. When you grow up and start to work, you have to learn to cover some shame. Don't wait for them card and ask for help. It's not always you get money, but your presence, your knowledge. If they're building a house, go and help fetch some wood, nail 2 nails for them. And what you is doing is part of what my grandmother teach me. You know, I have to give credit where credit belongs to.
Yeah.
I see Mr. on Brooms there. It touched my heart. From a next party. But Bob Marley said, who feels it knows it. We all make mistakes. But I love these words. When you could acknowledge you're wrong and you're still alive, correct it. And that's what Mr. Brooms. I would always rally to say no.
Yeah.
I'm back on, pardon me?
Yeah, because I could see that she's for the people and she's willing to work, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I ain't seen no more them male ministers for 2015 there. What black people go out in the morning, my 89 years old mother goes and vote for them because my mother didn't have to do it. She don't live your life. She tells them good grandchildren, great grandchildren. But she feels for other children. You're not getting the love and the support from the government and some of our leaders them too. It is time for black people to come out, man. Come on. It's everything that people take away from us. The land, we build a little house for this shelter. Never take with that too. When you want them to live on the state, and it's still get me mad in America. They find $10 million and give Jamaican for Jamaican and live lovely for them Christmas. And nothing wrong with that. It's good for spreading love. But do it home. Charity begins at home. And there were black men there for fight for. Couple months ago, St. Vincent's, them sent $5 million for St. Vincent's problem too. What about we black people in Guyana? 23 years when everybody wanna left, black man stay and build Guyana. It is time for we come together, man. Come on, put our difference aside. The little boy from the prodigal son, when he acknowledged the mistake he made, he said, I will arise and go back home. And said, Father, I've sinned before thee and thou. I have sinned before you and God. It is time for black people to return back home if we want better for our children. Thank you very much. Let me listen to your program for your time.
All right, big up yourself, Flash. Thanks for calling in. Where are the details right there coming in from the elder Flash Garden, right? These are the details from the ground right now.
Give me a house that's a paying for my property and I will move.
Okay.
I'm willing to move.
And they told you that they're going to break it?
Yeah, they said they will move everybody, every single body, them break it down and place and move them.
Okay.
Every single body.
So who's the owner of this house?
The same by over the tax here, just no
Okay,
Junior.
okay. I talk with you already. See, I know what you're talking about.
Well, it seems as if we have a bit of interruption with the signals coming from the ground. Nonetheless, I want to thank every single person that is live right now with us, analyzing these details, making sure that we're updated with all that's going on in Guyana and in the diaspora, and staying connected with all of these details. That video of the president is wickedly disgusting. The more you listen to it, it becomes more taunting. He was never serious about anything coming out of his mouth. This is wicked. Big up yourself, Hysen, and thanks for analyzing and highlighting those insights so more persons could now look in to this presentation that was done by the leader of the nation, so you could analyze future things that might be said with a bit more technical detail. You might want to ask that, are we going to get this in a contractual agreement? Are we going to see this in paper? Because you can't trust the words coming out of certain persons' mouth. PA is saying this: ear fraud, BJ, Anil, Ashni, Priya, Vikram, Kwame, Zulfikar, Passad, etc., are making the big money and refer to themselves as elite, fancy people, right? They will have a beautiful Christmas. Serious. And it's rough when you analyze it in a real way like that, you know? But is the reality on the ground. That's the reality on the ground. Persons' houses being demolished so that they can clear places to put, I don't know what, because wouldn't you give these people a notice? Wouldn't you put things in place if you're going to move them so that they can be relocated and not be homeless? Why would you want to create a homeless situation or have people destitute in a country that is this wealthy, less than 1 million people with so much land and natural resources? Is that the real way forward? Is that progress coming from a government? You got to start questioning these things and analyze the people that we put into these positions of power. Is a very serious thing, you know. A very serious thing, as we can see, was playing out right now in front of our faces. We can't run away from the reality that we gotta face. It's right there for us to see. All right, everybody in the comment section. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Major Live.
Yes, Delta 9. One of the Diod supporters, if you could read it there too, and I know Flash Garden is that line. He said, Flash Garden, I want to hear what your father and your grandfather tell you too. So I called back to let him know what my grandfather tell me one day we were talking. He said, grandson, when you take a woman to live with, you must have 2 bank books. One where you and she know about, and one where you know about. Because God forbid, if any breaking up come or divorce come, she will get 1.5, and you going to get 1.5 to start life with. Because men just take a long time to get any next woman, but woman just get a man fast. So, my friend, that is one of the teaching my grandfather teach me. And my grandmother said, no, don't teach my grandson that. He said, yes, it's man to man task. You have to learn his age. Don't put all your egg in one basket. Thank you very much for your time.
Exactly. Don't put all the eggs in one basket. You heard it right there from the elder, giving you some elderly insights right here on Delta 9 Media. I want to thank every single person that called in, all our moderators, PA, every single moderator that's in the live right now, all our channel members that's on the live, Hysen, Tracy, every single person that is on the live, the whole team Delta, big up yourself, whether you're live now or you're going to catch this in the future on the rewind. I want to thank you for spending some time here with Delta 9 Media. Remember, the listening audience is who make these lives what they are. Without you, there is no Delta 9 Media. So always gratitude for supporting independent media, for supporting Delta 9 Media. One love, and I will catch you in the next flight.
Saxons low, streets on pain, tinsel can't hide hunger stain. System bluffing, heart still roughing. Christmas, where's the loving? Pine trees dressed but the table's bare. Empty pots, no feast to share. 2 months of shine, 10 months despair. Hope on layaway, system don't care. Pavement's cold, the lights deceive. Children dream. Hang, but thieves are cheap. Politicians' gifts wrapped in deceit. Promise change, but lies repeat. Streets sing blue.